There is one habit that God does not want you to do, and it's watching porn like a loser. Jacking your little dick off to porn to some random girl who has no idea who you are. God does not want you to do that. God did not create us to do that, right? So don't disappoint him. Don't disappoint yourself. Don't disappoint your entire bloodline. If you don't believe in God, then imagine your ancestors. Do they want you jacking off to porn? The people who went to war died knowing they were going to die so that you could live to be a wanker. Are they going to be happy with you? Or are they going to be in shame? People will say, oh, they love you no matter what. They don't. You got to earn the respect from people. And if you're jacking off like a loser all day, you can't do that. You just can't. You don't deserve the respect. So God is not happy with you for jacking off, and you shouldn't be happy with yourself because you're sapping your potential in life, right? I understand how shit you feel when you watch porn, how guilty, shameful, you just wasted time. You feel like a complete loser, degenerate, and it's shit. Yet we keep on doing it. But you need to quit. I realised this. I was sick of living that life. I was not doing that shit anymore. So I quit, right? Because I wanted to stop disappointing myself. And most importantly, I wanted to stop disappointing God and my ancestors. Because if they're looking down at me, watching porn, like it's just weird. It's just not right. They died so that we could be alive. You shouldn't be jacking off. It's weird and it's just gay, right? So how do we actually quit? Well, I had a 6-year porn addiction and I quit faster than anyone on the internet using my system. And here it is. Step 1, get onto my protocol, which is called LessFap. Now, LessFap is what it sounds like. It's where you fap less this month than you did last month. So if you watch porn 30 times last month, watch it 27 times this month, and then watch it 24 times a month after that, then 20 after that, and just keep going down like that. This works so well because the conventional advice is to just go to 0, never watch porn again, cut it out cold turkey, and that's it, you'll be fine. But that's bullshit because you're addicted, you're on one end of the extreme. To quit and never watch it again is to go to the other end of the extreme. And to go from one extreme to the other, just like that, your brain can't comprehend that. Your brain is like, what's going on? Where's porn? I need this thing in my life. I've had it for years. Why have you taken it from me? Your brain will just start to panic. And it's going to flood your mind with 1,000 different thoughts about porn until eventually you give in and you relapse and you reset your NoFap streak. You feel like shit, so you end up going again and again and again. This is what happens every time you get onto NoFap. It's bullshit and it does not work. My way works so well because I'm still allowing you to watch porn, right? As long as it's just less than the last month. So you're making progress while still watching porn, and you're going to be seeing the benefits every single month. You're going to be slightly less anxious each month, slightly more confident, slightly more happier, more energy, more motivation, more drive, more testosterone. You're going to be seeing these benefits and you're not going to want to go back and be a little weird gooner again. It's just not going to happen. All right, so LessFap is the best and easiest way to quit porn. If you go to the gym, you know about progressive overload. This is where each week you increase the weight so you get stronger. With porn, you want to be doing the opposite, progressively deloading. So you want to be reducing the weight every single month, the consumption of porn, reduce it every single month, till eventually you reach a point a few months down the line where you don't find it that interesting anymore. You still might watch it once a week, but you just lose interest. You don't think about it 24/7. It does not control your mind or your life anymore, and you can move on and you can stop thinking about this, and your porn addiction is gone at this point. So you can do what you want. You can watch porn once a week, keep at that. Ideally, you want to be going to 0, but as long as the addiction is gone, that's fine. And the way we get the addiction gone is by getting onto LessFap, right? I'm going to teach you how to overcome your urges. But first, if you want the full system on how I quit porn easily, top link in the description, just check that out, very cheap price. Now, overcoming urges is easy once you understand this. You want to be removing yourself from the environment in which you're used to jacking off in. If you're used to watching porn every single night before bed, in your bedroom, the most retarded thing you can do is stay in your bedroom at that time. Because you're going to get the urge, and you're already in the comfortable environment in which you jack off in. So obviously you're going to watch it. Obviously you're going to relapse. You can use willpower all you want, but eventually you're going to crack. All the advice online is to, stay and meditate on it and just breathe. It don't work. If you're staying in that environment, it does not work. If you put a fat guy on a diet and put him in a chocolate factory, he might last 20 minutes and use willpower and start meditating, but eventually he's going to eat some chocolate. That's just a fact, because he's in that environment where he's used to relapsing. It's the same with you. So what do you actually practically do? You get up out of that environment and remove yourself from it. Even if it's at night time, even if it's cold outside, go outside, go for a walk, go in the garden, look at the sky, speak to your mum. And you might think, someone might look at you and be like, what are you doing? Just be like, I wanted some fresh air. I wanted to look at the sky. Just some excuse. Don't say, I wanted to not watch porn. Just go outside, do something, make some food. And then you'll come back to the environment 10, 15 minutes later, and the urge will be gone or dramatically reduced because you just remove yourself from the environment, and it's that simple. That's the easiest way to overcome your urges. And yeah, you just don't be lazy. Don't just stay on your ass, because you are eventually going to fail if you stay there. Now, when you're on this journey, when you get the addiction under control, you are still going to get urges. Don't expect one day the urges to just disappear completely, because they're always going to be there. Always. But that's fine, because they're going to be so weak, they're going to be so infrequent that they're going to be easy to overcome, right? So the urges you get now, let's imagine they're a 10 on the scale, they're very strong. When you control the addiction, the urges are going to be like a 2. They're still there. You can see, I kind of want to watch porn, sort of. But you can easily just overcome it and just move on. Simple as that. So don't think you're a failure for getting an urge to watch porn. You're not. It's just a human emotion. You've got testosterone, you've got balls, well done. That's it. Don't beat yourself up about it. Don't get mad. Accept the urge, realise it's there, and move on. In fact, be grateful for the urge, because all it shows is you're healthy, with a good sex drive, good testosterone, whatever. So there's no point in getting mad. You don't need to jack off when you get an urge. Just because you get horny does not mean you need to go and jack off. The same way you tell a fat guy, just because you're hungry does not mean you need to eat. So accept the urge is there and move on. It's that easy. Don't be a pussy. And you will get rid of this porn addiction, because it is a cancer in your life. God does not want you doing it. Your ancestors do not want you doing it. And you do not want to do it. You don't like it. Your brain will convince you do. You don't. It will ruin your life if you don't quit now. So top link below to learn how to quit, and goodbye.